Well, now, everybody, it's your boy Lambo Drew. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of The Leverage Show. Y'all already know what time it is. We getting ready to go ahead and make this thing happen, man. On another Tuesday night, man. Shout out to each and every single one of y'all, especially being tapped in, man, right here on the broadcast. Y'all already know what time it is. It is definitely amazing, man. Black History Month, man, right here in February, man, all day long, man. We get ready to get down and get into it. Shout out to you, LA Law. I see you in the building, man, getting that number one top spot. I really want to thank you for that, man. You already know what time it is, man. She does it, man, like it ain't no reason, man, in here. Shout out to my guy Isidro in the building, doing what he does best, man. Thank you, Isidro, man, popping on here, man. Hello, everyone, man. I see you in the building doing what you do best. LA Law showing love, man. The IC, you know what time it is, man. Let's do this thing, man. Arrow showing love and everything, man. What's up, Leverage Show family, man? Only what he can only do. Thank you, cuz, for popping on. I know you had an amazing, great weekend, man, and we are here to make sure that you are continuously, man, knocking this thing out of the ballpark, man. Shout out to you, LA Law, man. What's good, LA, man? Showing love to Errol in the building, man. Errol says, I'm doing great. You better be doing great, cuz if not, we are definitely, man, going to have some serious problems in here, man. Mighty E says, happy sensational Tuesday, Leverage Show fan. That boy in there, man, out here cutting up, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Right here in the building doing what he does, man. I appreciate you, Mighty E. You know, I've been bragging on you, my guy. So let's make sure we get this thing rolling right. LA Law showing love to Mighty E. Good to see you. You already know what time it is. Mighty E showing love, man. Me, cousin, showing love to Mighty E, man, making it do what it do. My mother-in-law is in the building. Linda Williams. Hello, family. Shout out to you, Linda Williams, in the building. You know what time it is, man. Mrs. Johnson, how are you doing today? Cuz is always definitely showing love, man, doing what he do. Issa says, man, hi, sir, LA Law, Mighty E. We're making this thing do what it does, man. Let's do what it does, man. Y'all already know what time it is. Listen, I really want to thank each and every single one of y'all for y'all tapping on today and tapping on each and every single week right here on The Leverage Show. I want to thank y'all so much for everything that y'all actually mean to the show and getting these videos out to each and every single person, especially week by week as we go higher and we go to a new dimension, another dimension, and continuously to keep helping people out along in their journey and everything that they're doing so that they can level up, especially in these uncertain times. No, again, man, it's the beginning of February, still the beginning of the year. A lot of y'all are hearing a lot of stuff that is out there, man, that's definitely been taking place, especially in the news as of lately. Again, we've got fires going off in LA. We've got other amazing things that is happening right now and interesting things that's happening now just between the White House as well as things that are actually happening right here in your own backyard that could affect you pretty soon with these tariffs that may be taking place. Tariffs and taxes, nobody want to talk about it, right? You want to talk about taxes, you know, most people want to say, hey, Lambo, show me how I am getting back some taxes for this year, or even being able to leverage. That way I can go on ahead, man, and allow myself to pay less taxes in what I need to take care of this year, right? That's what we really want to do right here on The Leverage Show, to make sure that you are leveling up by any means necessary. Let me ask y'all something, man. Do y'all like the background? Y'all like the setup? Y'all like the new camera and all that other good stuff, man? Let me know, man. Shout out to the dopest wife and everything, man, actually making this happen and saying, baby, you know what? We getting ready to go ahead and change it up, and we're going to do some things, man. So thank you for this amazing background. It's amazing viewing. Me being able to see you guys loud and clear. Hopefully y'all can see me a little bit clearer and hear me a little bit louder right here on it. And that's all due to my wonderful wife really being able to go on ahead and level Lambo up. So you guys can definitely get more impact and in tune at a definitely high definition. All right. So we're excited about this for y'all, man. I'm excited to make sure that you guys continues to keep getting some of the best work, especially right here this 2025 year, so you guys can level up in a whole new direction. All right. LA Law saying, Mrs. Johnson, man, good to see you. Y'all make sure if you guys really need anyone, especially, man, when you guys got some amazing marketing people, I'm trying to tell you this right now. LA Law and Ahmad Grant are killing the game. If anybody wants to go on ahead and level up with Ahmad Grant in LA Law this year, you want to go ahead and reach out to them personally on their social media team. I mean, they're killing the game. They're really doing some amazing things. Y'all go ahead and hit me up, 612-547-8826. I can't wait to go on ahead and connect you with LA Law and Ahmad and allow them to be able to really take your brand and take your global, your brand and everything else, your niche to the next level, because that's what you really want to do in 2025. We're here to make sure that you're thriving and thriving all year long in 2025, because we really want to see the best for you. All right. So again, y'all hit me up. I would love to connect y'all with LA Law and Ahmad, because I'm telling you this right now. Their brand and their work is speaking for themselves, taking people to the next level. All right. LA Law, keep doing what you're doing. I'm so proud of you. You already know what time it is, and we're here to make sure that we can continue to keep that fruition, man, happening between all of us out here. All right. So shout out and everything, man, to you guys. Y'all already know. My wonderful wife, man, says, baby, good to see you, man. Well, LA Law showing love to my wonderful wife, man. Saying good to see you. We're working on the setup. Yeah, y'all working on Lambo setup, man. Y'all doing it, dude. And I love it. I love it. I love it. Issa showing love, man, to Mrs. Johnson. LA Law showing love, man. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. I appreciate y'all, man, out here. My guy, Big Walt in the building, man. What's up, Walt, man? What up, bro, man? We out here doing it, man. Appreciate you for all the love, man. And Walt, you just being that original one, that person, man, I can always go ahead, man, and show love every time I get a chance to. All right. So listen, y'all. Y'all already know what's in the news media, right? It ain't even a coincidence why you guys are actually hearing what's in the news media and the stuff that is going on. It's going on like that for a reason. And I don't want you guys to kind of figure out getting scared. I mean, you guys are seeing the ICE raids that is happening, and people are getting deported, going back to, different places and all of this stuff. You guys are seeing the riots that are happening out there in LA right now. It is so bad that it's a true story that they were looking for a lot of different workers. And because of these roundups for so many different people, that people have not been able to go on ahead and actually continue the building. And the workers who have actually been working, doing all of this labor for so many companies has definitely taken a hit. So people out there are outraged because now they can't even get the work that is actually happening. And I really want to make sure you guys are being able to stay tuned and really get involved with some of the stuff that is actually happening out here, because I really want to see you guys win, right? That's what we really want to see you guys, especially in this new year. And that's win totally big, all right? So people are seeing the stuff happening. I don't want you guys to get into a place where you're seeing yourself saying, you know what, Lambo, I don't see like I'm winning. I don't see that things are actually working out in my favor. What should I be doing? Should I be scared? Should I be terrified? Should I actually, man, have something that's in me that has fear? When you're seeing planes drop out of the sky and crash into other planes, when you actually are seeing things happen, no, you should not be fearful, right? I don't want none of y'all to be fearful out here. I want y'all to really go ahead and take a hold of your life and say, you know what? You're right, Lambo. I'm not going to be fearful. I'm getting ready to go ahead and watch the news on one hand. With the other hand, I'm definitely going to be having my prayer hands up, praying that everything else goes right. But go live life. You got way more work out there for you to do, things for you to do, and things for you to accomplish. Don't let none of this stuff, man, within the media stream begin to start to scare you and get you into a place where you don't know exactly how you're getting ready to go ahead and move or pivot in 2025, because I really want to see you pivot in 2025 and win. All right. So some of the big news you guys have heard, and shout out to you, Nim Lord, man. What's good, bro? Canada in the house. Thank you, Canada. Thank you for joining in. Truly appreciate you. Definitely this conversation is hot about you, so you guys don't want to go ahead and miss this. Thank you for definitely showing love. And definitely Pastor Stevens last week, if you guys knew Pastor Stevens last week, Stephen Ray came on here Thursday night and just wrecked shop. I really want to give a shout out to every single person, man, who joined. You guys had a chance to go and see that amazing rerun of that video, Pastor Stevens, or you caught it live. Hopefully it was something that really blessed you, turned you up into a whole nother level. If you don't get a chance or haven't got a chance to watch it, make sure you go back and watch that replay. Pastor Stephen Ray, man, right here on The Leverage Show, that blessed us all. And it really, man, took us all to another level. And you got a chance to get, for most people, man, who know who Pastor Stephen Ray is. He's actually was an amazing pastor, man, there at Colorado Community Church, and really, really, really helped out a lot of people and blessed some people with some amazing things, right? And then all of a sudden, on his departure, he got blessed to be able to go to Arkansas and go ahead and pastor an amazing church there. So shout out and everything, man, to Pastor Stephen Ray for definitely last week and coming on here, really doing some amazing work right here on the Leverage Show and giving us an insight on what it looks like to actually be pastoring and actually going through the same thing that most people are actually scared or struggling with to actually talk about. So shout out to you, Pastor Stephen Ray. Y'all make sure you guys go back, check that out, man, right there on my YouTube, Lambo Drew TMT, Lambo Drew TMT. Y'all go like, subscribe today. Go catch that replay out and definitely go leave a comment in there. My guy, Pastor Stephen Ray. Appreciate you, Pastor Stephen Ray. You already know what time it is, man. Thomas is in the building. Thomas said, hello, Lambo. Liking the new setup. Oh, man. Appreciate you, Thomas. I really appreciate you last week, especially just coming out there with your transparency and being able to try to help as much as we possibly can with you and everything that you're actually doing. I am here to make sure that you win, Thomas. So you're going to win big, brother. You just continue to stay strapped up and stay tuned into this Leverage Show, because we're here to make sure that we're making a lot of people, man, get over that bridge and be able to go ahead, man, and cross some things, man, that they never thought that they can get out of, or even bad experiences. We're here to make sure that your negative experiences finally turning into positive bridges that allow other people to actually walk across that and make it and win in life. So we're here to make sure that you guys are winning this year. All right. So what can I do to win? When we hear tariffs and taxes, right? And Lambo, we hear that. What does this actually say about us? Can I say something to you? This is true story. Out of all of my meetings today, I got a chance earlier to spend a little time with the wifey, right? And when I mean spend a little time with the wifey, that means I went on a store run, right? Hey, in between your break, I need to go on the store run. So we wind up going to Costco's. We went to Costco's, and as we're walking around Costco's, one of the ladies literally turns just out of the blue and just starts speaking right out loud and said, hey, y'all better come get this product that's on sale, because next week these prices are going up. Prices are going up through the store and everything else. And I said, oh my goodness. I said, this is amazing. This is what I'm definitely going to be talking about anyway tonight. But to say that out loud while there are customers and so many people in Costco walking around really begins to strike up fear, right? When you hear the news and you hear the tabloids and you hear, stuff on social media and you hear plane crashes and everything else, it really, really, really brings fear into so many people's heart. When you see ICE walking around doing roundups of people, it really brings a lot of fear to neighbors and friends and coworkers who may be involved into some of these things. But you should know that you should not be brought to fear. You should be brought to faith, and you should be brought to a steady hand on what to do to actually survive and thrive in this thing called life, right? So we really want to make sure that you're thriving and thriving to this next level and getting to that next level by any means necessary. So I'm going to give you some steps on what tariffs and taxes are looking like, right? So for those who don't know, today, our president now, Mr. DJT, President DJT, Donald Trump, actually went on ahead and imposed to make tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. Canada and Mexico were opposed to 25% tariff, right? That's all that means is just a tax, right? On all the goods and everything, man, that they're actually bringing in. Hey, we're putting a tax in that. So, and then it was a 10% on China, right? So what this did was this actually sparked fire from a lot of leaders around the world globally. And this is only the three, and probably many more to probably be coming in the future. Today, this was a couple of days ago that this was said. Over the weekend, you guys got to hear these leaders, what these leaders actually thought. Canada was blindsided by mostly of anybody who knew what Canada was actually talking about. Their leader was like, you got to be kidding me. There is no way that this right here can actually go on ahead and even make it come to pass. This thing actually happens for us, right? And Canada's looking at the United States like, you got to be kidding. You mean we have a great relationship? We've had all of these medical things and advances. And if you guys know how Canada works, they have some of the hugest, biggest medical advances in the industry when it comes to this healthcare that is literally next level. So the last thing you want to do is have a neighboring region like Canada to even have a tariff. So Canada was sitting there trying to figure out things. That president got up there and he's just like, I don't know what to even say about this. This doesn't even make any sense why they would want to come at us with a tax out of a tariff out of the blue, right? And shout out and everything, man, to the Barmetron, unless they're in cahoots. Yep. You tax me, I tax you. We both get citizens and spend money. You are 100% right, man. Shout out to you, Barometron. I thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how we're in this society seeing stuff like this in this day and age when we have been here to help so many countries, right? Let's be real. You know for a fact, if you begin to tariff Canada at a 25% tax, if you begin to tariff Mexico at a 25% tax, oh my goodness, you guys already know where the import and export is coming. You guys already know that there is going to be so many more things that are skyrocketing so high that I hate to say it. Most of America, when we've seen this inflation already, it's going to even be through the roof even more. And for that, that can be scary for a lot of households that are out here and are trying to figure out how they're going to make ends meet. How am I getting ready to go ahead and make sure that I can provide for my family? I can provide for my business. I can provide for my coworkers. And I'm actually just making enough money just to put the same food that I was putting on my table last month and the months before. For a lot of people out there, this right here is going to hit home a lot. My entire perspective, when we talking about, Canada, Mexico, and even China at 10%, which China imports almost $500 billion in goods a year. And a tariff being a 10% tariff on that, a lot of people don't know, man. That's about anywhere between the $25 billion, $45 billion tariff. No one wants to go on ahead and have that because so many of these people and so many of our neighboring countries, we depend on each other, right? We depend on Canada for a lot of gas, which a lot of people don't know that that's a big pipeline in Canada. We depend on a lot of fruits and vegetables and everything else, man, that come from out of Mexico, that come from out of Canada. So why in the world would we have leadership that we would want to go ahead and say that they're going to put tariffs and taxes on everyone else and then inflate what we have in the stores for our own consumer shopping? For a lot of people, it doesn't make sense. For a lot of you out there, you guys are concerned. And you guys won't be able to feel it until you actually see the prices of things in the store. Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you guys have not been looking at the store prices as of late, we already have eggs at $10 right now. Guess what? Eggs are going to probably be at $20 right now, when you see other tariffs and bird flus and everything else happens. But can I say what you can do? You can go on ahead and begin to do alternative shopping, right? Let's talk about that. So alternative shopping, right? You may have went to the store to go get eggs. Well, you know what? Let me do alternative shopping. What if I do egg whites? Or what if I do not the full eggs? I may do some other things, right? I may want to go ahead and start switching some things on around of the way I've been actually doing things. I'm seeing beef go at an all-time high. And then all of a sudden, most people started seeing the vegan foods start taking right off. Can I be real with you? When they started seeing the vegan foods and those things flying off the shelf instantly, that sparked interest to a lot of people. Start saying, hey, maybe I can try this. Maybe I'll try soy. Maybe I'll even try more of the plant-based, right? You will begin to try other different things. That does not mean you're going to go away from your beef. You're going to want to have your ground hamburgers. You're going to want to have your meatloaf. You're going to want to have all these other things that you are customary to doing. Maybe just not as often, right? So now we're probably going to say to ourselves, well, man, Lambo, you're 100% right. Maybe it's okay for me to buy it and eat it, every now and then. But what do I actually need to make sure that I'm moving forward in the right direction that allows me and my family to be able to make it in this new year, especially if tariffs and inflation is going through the roof? How can I gain more dollars for my money? Well, one of the biggest things that you guys are doing is you're spending with a debit card. I'm getting ready to give y'all some amazing game right now. If you're spending with a debit card, you're not receiving your money back or benefits or rewards on what you have, you should be getting your dollar matched dollar by dollar on every dollar you spend. So for some of y'all, it may just take transitioning from you parking your money in a debit card and parking your money into a credit card that actually gives points and rewards that you can actually have cash back values that allow you to take advantage of some of these amazing deals out here. If I was you, I would be going through like a Discover card that allow you to go ahead and match you back with points and dollars. American Express is another one, points and dollars, and so on and so on. There are so many rewards that will allow your dollar to stretch just a little bit further, and actually using the same amount of money that you would use to put it on a debit card to pay the balance off on that credit card. That will allow you to be able to maximize your credit, maximize the funding, and maximize the dollars that you are spending that will allow you to go on ahead and level up this 2025 year. I'm getting ready to be real with you, right? A lot of the times we are an over consumer of shopping, right? No matter what it is, right? I don't personally care what you think. Even when people said that we wasn't going to have or purchase eggs at $20, guess what? We're purchasing eggs at $20. We're purchasing eggs at $10. We're purchasing eggs at $5. When gas went all the way up to $4, $5, and $6 a gallon, in some regions, $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon, guess what? They were still buying gas. Regardless of what you think, when you actually see the price and tariffs and taxes and inflation start moving at a high level, guess what? Your spending still spends. You're still going to go places. Do you remember when we were in the very height of the pandemic in 2020 and 2021? We seen gas in some places shoot all the way down to under $1 a gallon. We were sitting there like, oh my gosh, we've got gas, a gallon of gas and unleaded for under $1 a gallon. For some of y'all, that was the biggest thing. You could fill a full tank up for 20, 30 bucks. Well, guess what? In most states right now, gas is about $3 to $4 a gallon, right? So this was the same place where gas just years before was at $4 a gallon and $5 a gallon. Before that, and we're sitting in there, how did we get to $4 and $5 a gallon of gas? Guess what? You survived it. And 10 to 1, you're going to survive inflation, tariff rates going up so high, and you being able to provide. You may not just buy as much of it. You may get yourself, and I'm not lying to you right now, what alternative measures. We're in the store in Costco's today. True story. And I'm sitting in there and I'm looking down the aisle. I never seen that many noodles down an aisle that I seen in Costco's today. The whole shelves were full of ramen noodles and all kind of noodles and all kind of string pasta. that are stretching people's wallets in their budget. Again, for some of y'all, you're probably saying, well, man, Lambo, I grew up off of pasta. I grew up off of ramen. I grew up off of noodles. Guess what? Some people are going to just switch up things of how they actually cook, how they actually eat, and make their dollars still go further. It's going to be the same thing for what you're going to do, regardless. All you're going to do is adjust. See, the thing about life is going to be full of adjustments, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you go with it or not. You're going to adjust your wallet and your pocketbook and how you spend your dollars based off of what you actually see in front of your face anyway. So regardless of a 25% tariff hits Canada or hits Mexico, regardless of a 10% hits hits China, guess what? You're going to adjust your needs based off of that anyway. And you're still going to go and spend money on some of the things that you're paying just a few extra dollars on. Now, guess what? You may not be able to go and eat out to a lot of the places that you were eating out before, because A, it's going to cost you just a little bit more to eat out in those places. But B, guess what? You're going to be consumer spending and shopping to actually help save a dollar for yourself and your pockets. At the end of the day, guess what? That's what we all want. We all want a break. You're going to adjust. Some of you will use more of a budget. Hey, I can't buy the chicken wings at this point. Remember when chicken wings just went to this all-time high price and everybody was like, chicken wings are so high, I can't afford to buy chicken wings? Guess what? People are still out there buying chicken wings. People are still out there buying milk and gallons of milk of where we're at right now. We're still out there buying gas. Guess what? You're going to continue to still do what you do. Now, most of the time, we're going to be saying to ourselves, why am I spending this amount for this amount of eggs? Guess what? Because you want those eggs. You still have to make cakes. And can I tell you something and be real with you, right? It's still less expensive. You actually go and purchase meals and eating out and door dashing and Uber Eats and everything else. And it's way less expensive than that. So yeah, I may have to go on ahead and gripe as I actually take the eggs in a carton of eggs. Like, oh my gosh, this is something else. But be thankful that you even have it. Be thankful and mindful. Like, you know what, Lambo, you 100% right. I was able to work or able to get money to afford these eggs. So I can actually go home to my family and actually feed my family. I was able to go ahead and have a nice meal and feed myself and have sandwiches and begin to do the same things that I've been doing. I've been blessed and fortunate enough that I'm able to provide regardless of how high things are actually going up. I'm able to go ahead and adjust my budget and my needs to still being able to have the same things that I'm having in front of my face now. Can I tell you something right now? We still have all our subscriptions that we love to watch. We have our Netflix. We have our Hulu. We have all of these other subscriptions and everything else, and the prices of that keeps going up. But guess what? We continuously to keep paying for it because we're in a consumer mindset where spending is the new norm. And we learned that in the middle of COVID. We learned that we watched how things begin to shoot up. We watched how most people didn't even have jobs and you were still making it. We watched how we can actually manage in one of the greatest world economic pandemics that should have been crippling to most. And still we had realtors who made the most money. Still we had people who shifted from jobs and then made more money on other jobs or started businesses or did other things to adjust. And guess what? They still made it. And you're going to continue to keep making it too. No matter what the tariffs are looking like, no matter what the expense of inflation is looking like, no matter how high it goes up or how high it goes down, you're going to still continuously to make it. So don't you give up. Don't you look in the face of looking at everything and looking at the news and seeing how the news is looking and saying to yourself, Lambo, can I afford this? Guess what? You can. You may not want to. You may not want to pay that price. You may be looking at the price like, I want to gripe like everybody else. But guess what? You're still going to be able to afford it. I'm telling you what I know. The pandemic showed everyone that you can literally be in the comfort of your own home and still maintain a job and still work from home and provide for you and your family. For some people, they actually made more. You're still going to be able to do the same things that you've been doing. And guess what? You're going to see stuff continuously to carry on. Prices are going to still go up on some of the other things. So you're going to see food go up. You're going to see all of this other inflation go up and gas go up. And guess what? You're still going to be out doing the same thing, living life and enjoying moments of life, regardless of how high it goes up. Because guess what? That's just the nature of how this world actually works. The same in the 1950s when they were actually saying candy and gum was like 1 cent and 2 cents and 5 cents. Now you go into the stores and it's dollars on dollars just to buy the same candy bar. But guess what? They're still surviving. People are still buying candy. The stores are still stacked. The shelves are still stacked. They're still putting it inside of their homes. And they're able to go on ahead and provide for their families. So what tariffs and taxes and everything, man, will do, will take you into another place. They will allow you to do some things for your life. But guess what? You have to go on ahead and stay focused out here. You have to stay focused on what you've been doing and what you need to do to continuously to keep moving forward. As long as you know that and you keep that in front of your face, things are going to be moving forward for you. And things are going to be moving forward for everyone else. So I want you to remember that, man, today, as you guys continue to keep navigating through this life. It's been your boy, Lambo Drew. I didn't want to go ahead and keep this long. I wanted to keep this short so you guys understand what we're here for, what we're here to do. We're here to make some moves, make some big moves for your life. I love you guys. Again, keep liking, sharing this content because we're going to have more content that's coming in the upcoming weeks. You don't want to miss tomorrow night's Thursday night show, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, right back here on The Leverage Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to that YouTube channel, Lambo Drew TMT. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Have an amazing time. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you guys on Thursday night show right back here on The Leverage Show.